The election is over, but the political aftermath is just as intense as the presidential campaign season. We tell you how Donald Trump's victory has affected the country, Chicago, and the college. Ready, set, go! The holiday shopping season kicks off next week with Black Friday. Find out what you need to know before you start your holiday shopping. And this holiday season is bigger than ever. We give you the lowdown on some of the area's best holiday events to make your season bright. All that and much more on this holiday edition of Courier TV News. Hi, and thanks for joining us. I'm Nick Petrillo. Demonstrators across the country continue to protest President-elect Donald Trump on his election win. Reporter Darren Love is in the newsroom with more on this story. Darren, can you tell us more about the protests that have been happening across the nation?
Students and faculty at universities and even high schools have rallied against Trump since a surprise election win last week. Hundreds of anti-Trump protesters have taken to the streets in Portland, Los Angeles, Seattle, and even Chicago. Even a petition to make Clinton president has amassed over 4 million signatures on the website change.org. Clinton holds a slim lead in the popular vote over Donald Trump, but Trump is the president-elect because of his lead in the winner-take-all electoral college, giving him more than the 270 electoral required votes. Chicago is pledging to stay a sanctuary city for undocumented immigrants, despite President-elect Trump's previous promise to cut federal funding to such cities. In the dozens of sanctuary cities in the U.S., local police are not required to inform federal immigration authorities about the immigration status of people they come into contact with. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel and other leaders held a news conference this week to try to reassure undocumented residents since Trump's election victory. Mayor Emanuel said Chicago will always be a sanctuary city.
To all those who are, after Tuesday's election, very nervous, is filled with anxiety has been spoken to, you are safe in Chicago. You are secure in Chicago, and you are supported in Chicago.
On Sunday, Trump told 60 Minutes he would deport up to 3 million undocumented immigrants who have committed crimes. Meanwhile, since the election, other cities also pledged to remain sanctuary cities. They include New York, LA, Seattle, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. With the holidays fast approaching, some students might have another reason not to talk politics at the dinner table. The recent protests over Donald Trump's proposed policies have caused student concerns.
I know a lot of people are really disappointed by the results, and I know a lot of people are encouraged by them. I personally am kind of disappointed.
Oh, I want to listen to what people have to say. That's it. I'm going to keep my mouth shut for once.
Earl Dowling, the Vice President of Student Affairs, sent out a letter to students who might be experiencing stress and anxiety after this long election cycle. The letter states, the college continues to be a safe environment which recognizes and appreciates persons of different races, cultures, sexual orientations, genders, religions, abilities, experiences, and backgrounds. The letter mentions that counseling and advising services are always available with supportive resources. And this afternoon, the college invited students, faculty, and staff to participate in a campus conversation about our community, our values, and the positive impact we can all have moving forward after last week's election. The discussion allowed participants to share their feelings, their thoughts, experiences, as well as their ideas on how we can continue to cultivate a safe environment. In the wake of a week filled with high tensions, this conversation will hopefully help jumpstart an open dialogue in the community. Reporting from the newsroom, this is Darren Love. Back to you, Nick.
Thank you for that report, Darren. Students across the country have started wearing safety pins on their clothing. This trend has now exploded at COD due to the work of a concerned group of students. After incidents of racially and ethnically motivated discrimination occurred throughout the country following the outcome of the election, an internet movement began to spread where people wear a safety pin on their clothing to show that they are against such discrimination and that they are willing to intervene if confronted with it. College of DuPage student Alexander Andro and his friends saw pictures of the safety pins online and were inspired to bring it to COD. They printed up over 2,000 flyers with safety pins attached explaining the movement and came to the college at 5 a.m. to spread them to every corner of the campus.
The reaction was very mixed. Some people we saw taking the flyer, reading it, then taking the pin and putting it on. Other people, they would actually pin the actual flyer to their jacket. Other people would put the pin on, put the flyer in their back pocket, and then when other people asked them, they would hand them the flyer as an explanation. Some people gathered up several of the notes and threw them in the trash can, and some people just ignored it.
Andro's flyers with safety pins attached have been distributed throughout the campus. For more information or to download his flyer, contact him at agentandro2@gmail.com. COD's 50th anniversary isn't the only milestone being celebrated at the college this year. The Makana Arts Center held its 30th anniversary celebration last night. The reception was attended by hundreds of community members, some of whom have been connected with the building since its beginning. A film created by the college's media services team celebrated the building's long history before the night was capped off with a cake cutting and champagne toast as everyone present appreciated all 30 magnificent years. From now to the end of the semester, the Wing Student Art Gallery is hosting an exhibition of student veteran art. This display of student veteran artwork has been a standard of the Wings Gallery, with every year featuring a totally new selection of artwork to coincide with Veterans Day. Although the art ranges from paintings to jewelry to recycled materials, every single piece exhibited has been created by student veterans from within the college.
It's special because it allows us to highlight our students who have served our country and to try to support them, to honor them, but also to highlight the work that they are making, those of them that are artists.
The exhibit runs from November 10th through December 16th in SSC 2210 from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. or by appointment. The College of DuPage will partner with Adobe software to host a career bootcamp from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on November 19th. The bootcamp will train attendees to network with potential clients and employers to curate their portfolio. Professionals working in their field will also be there to share their expertise. Admission is free, but enrollment is required. To sign up, go to invite.com/community/Adobe Career Bootcamp. And for more information, email venezia@cod.edu. Thomas Kriegelstein has always loved giving hugs, and thanks to COD student volunteers, he's now a world record holder, or should I say, world record hugger. On November 3rd, Kriegelstein, along with over 100 staff and students, broke the Guinness World Record for most hugs in 1 minute. In exactly 60 seconds, he shattered the previous record of 79 people with an unofficial count of 100 individual people hugged, which is easier said than done.
I'm exhausted right now. I didn't realize hugging would be that much effort and release that much, burn that many calories.
A COD graduate, Kriegelstein now works as a motivational speaker at SwiftKick, a company he co-founded to promote student leadership at schools across the country. As part of that, he organizes large group hug events like this as a way to bring people together.
It reminds us that we're all in this together, and that despite all the differences we might have, there's some commonality between every single person in any community, and hugging is a way to be able to build the relationship with the person, so once you have the relationship, then you can have the dialogue about the challenges and issues they're facing.
While the video is still being reviewed by judges from the Guinness World Records group, the warm and fuzzy feelings everyone got that day were surely enough of a reward for everyone involved. There is not one day more beloved by shopaholics and dreaded by retail workers than Black Friday. But this year's Black Friday might be a little different. For one thing, Black Friday has become less of a Friday and more of a Thursday, as stores have begun opening up as early as 6 p.m. on Thursday evening. This has created a backlash, however, and now many employees and even customers are fighting to keep stores closed on Thanksgiving so they can spend the holiday with their friends and family. Even in the Mall of America, only 3 stores will be open on Thanksgiving night. Still, this won't stop shoppers from coming out in droves to snatch up the deals, no matter what the time. So if you don't want to rush out with the crowds this Thanksgiving weekend, remember, there's always Cyber Monday, where you can stay at home and catch the deals online. 6 years ago, the first Small Business Saturday was scheduled, encouraging people to support their small, local businesses. The city of Wheaton will be celebrating this event on Thanksgiving weekend.
We'll feature, of course, visits with Santa on that day, but we'll also encourage people to take advantage of our complimentary carriage rides that we'll be offering in the afternoons. And then a lot of our shops will also be featuring refreshments throughout the day.
The holiday made its appearance in 2010 as an advertisement campaign from American Express. Statistics show that almost all the money spent at the small businesses stays in the community to circulate. Nearly every penny spent at major retailers or online never comes back to their communities. Last year, an estimated $16 billion was spent on Small Business Saturday. With Small Business Saturday just around the corner, small shop owners in your community encourage you to shop locally. Small Business Saturday is on Saturday, November 26th. After all your holiday shopping is done, it's time to enjoy some of the local holiday festivities. We get you caught up on some old traditions, new occasions, and the best staycations. Here's a look at your holiday community roundup. time to lace up your shoes and hit the pavement for the Naperville Noon Lions Club annual 5K Turkey Trot on Thanksgiving morning, November 24th at 8 a.m. at Naperville Central High School. Walkers and runners of all levels are welcome.
We start on Hillside Road, just south of Naperville Central High School, and we run in the neighborhood. It starts and finishes at the high school, and 8,000 people sign up and register and either run or walk Thanksgiving Day.
The race is chip timed, and prizes will be awarded to the top 3 finishers in each age category. Proceeds from the event go to support individuals who have vision impairment, such as low vision and blindness, who might need financial help. Last year, the race attracted over 7,000 runners, so get there early. For more information or to register, go to napervilleturkeytrot.com. Christkindl Market is coming to the suburbs. The popular German holiday market, held at Daly Plaza in Chicago, is opening a second location at Naper Settlement in Naperville. The new location will feature around 40 vendors selling authentic German food, drinks, and crafts. And every Sunday, the Christkind, a fairy-like being who gave the festival its name, will be on hand to greet guests. And the city of West Chicago will host its annual Frosty Fest on Saturday, December 3rd from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. in downtown West Chicago. The fun begins with a frosty procession down Main Street, ending at the Fox Community Center, where the tree lighting ceremony will commence. Afterwards, many local businesses will be hosting exhibitions and giveaways, and there will even be horse-drawn wagons and a visit from Santa. After a 20-year hiatus, the Red Grange Bowl is back. On December 3rd, the College of DuPage Chaparrals are hosting the National Junior College Athletic Association Bowl game. The Red Grange Bowl is the culminating event of a weekend-long celebration of Harold Edward Red Grange, a 2-time NFL champion who grew up in Wheaton.
This is kind of a unique opportunity because the bowl game ties in, it's the Red Grange Bowl, and it ties in a local legend who basically grew up about 2 miles from here and was one of the guys that basically saved college and pro football.
COD players will be engaging in service projects around the community, while the visiting players will spend their time working at Feed My Starving Children in Aurora. Tickets to the game are $10 each, with limited banquet tickets available for $25 each. Proceeds benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities. Gates open at 10:30 a.m. and kickoff is at 1 p.m. in the Bjarne Olsvik Stadium. Cash-only tickets are going to be sold at the gate, or you can buy them early online or at the Mac Center. Thanks for joining us for this week's holiday edition of Courier TV News. We hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Please join us again on Thursday, December 1st for Inside COD for a preview of the upcoming Red Grange Bowl, the Morton Arboretum's Illumination, and another great giveaway. Thank you, and have a great weekend.